The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Monday morning and the markets seem to be moving up and down, sideways, and everything in between. Hope everyone had a good weekend. We are ready to roll here this morning. NQ just sent us a short signal, but not grabbing it there. But it's been doing some nice moves overnight. We're starting the morning up $322 on the gauntlet, $115 on the TCP. Yep, you know me. See, markets have been giving some good moves here. Easily 30 points there. I wouldn't even been looking for 30 points yet. I was only looking for 15. Might actually give it 15 twice, actually, now that I look at that. Oops. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There we go. So you can see the last few signals have been good. Wouldn't have taken this one up here. There's a weird spot for it to fire. You see the buy signal came right after it. Wouldn't have taken that. But these ones I would have. This one would not have taken that. That one I would have. This looks a little weird back here. This choppiness. But I would have no reason not to have taken that long signal there. Just doing a little bit of charting here. Looking at how NQ moved overnight. I spent a good part of the weekend charting out the entire week on NQ from last week, and it came out with some great results, so I'm kind of trying to keep up with it to continue to give myself confidence that these moves work. And you can see these are easily giving 15 points a pop. These short signals, like that one I would not have taken. It was band bounce. That one was at a weird spot as well. Definitely an uptrend. So last week was a pretty down week, which is why I spent the weekend doing what I did. Try and turn some stuff around. 1 second here. I only had a time to do it on NQ. Do want to hope to be able to do others as well. Like sometime over the next couple weeks. So you see this one here actually would have ran into this one. We can get rid of that one. It's interesting. Let's look at our markets overnight before I do more charting. NQ has been coming down most of the night. You see him rebounding a little bit there. But we just hit a low that we haven't seen since well crap, I looked this up and now I forget. Since March 18th, so about a little less than a month. we have about a 230 point range on NQ. ES, looking at about a 43 point range. Kappa. Copper's high candle was its first candle of the day. Back here, it came down, popped back up, and then went back down. And we have about a 4, 7, 8, about 150 ticks of range. Gold. Gold's been heading up. Big candle overnight right there after the Europe Open of 11 and a half, almost 12 points. We have about a almost a 20 points of range. Silver also beautiful bounce off the SMA line on the 1 hour chart there has been just blowing up there. UltraBond, it's been a pretty tight range there. Only about a point and a half. Crude oil continues to fall. Down under 94 barrel. Seen him about crude oil, sorry about that. About 4.5 points of range. Pretty much down. We tried to pop up a little bit there, but no go. Rejected. And we're seeing natural gas. Oops, I blew up oil again. Natural gas is high of the day was its first candle as well. It hit a low not too far after. It's trying to come back down now. Looking at about 160 ticks of range. Last but not least, the Russell. Well, Dow first. Russell will be last, I guess. Its first candle is also its high. Seeing about 250 ticks of range, or points of range, sorry. And the Russell, last but not least, about 20 points of range. So that's where we're set. Back to our 1 minute chart. And we try and get some moves. I have an early breakfast in front of me. Remember, I don't eat before I come on, because I literally get up. Like about half an hour before I start the stream, and I start the stream and all that other fun stuff. So I'm gonna be eating here while we watch the markets. Good morning, Stephen Lee. How are you today? Doing good. Hope you had a good weekend. NQ actually looks like it was very easy to trade overnight. It was actually very easy to trade in the evening last night. Not not often I say NQ is easy to trade, but it was giving us some smooth moves. That one actually would have stopped me out. This one a little bit better. Oops. Good. Productive is good. Although relaxing is better, but you know. Okay, that's where we stopped. I mean, I stared at charts for multiple hours. Continuing to bleed out. So this candle that fired back, I'm sorry, this candle that fired back here, just as I was coming on, would have worked for 30. Markets definitely have some momentum when they get a move going here. And it seems like they want to come down, closing in on the low of the day again. Really is easy to see the low of the day on the low of the day. I believe is 14,155, back under 14,200, heading down that way. Morning, Matt. Thank everyone for joining me early this morning here on Monday. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. Join Matt and Stephen Lee. Questions or comments are always welcome, as is hitting that like button. YouTube algorithm. It's a hungry little sucker. Huh, mine did not do anything. Maybe I have something set up wrong. Good morning, Chris. I'm gonna be quiet here a little early as we watch the markets, just because I have early breakfast. I'm choking. There we go. Because I have an early breakfast today, so I'm chopping that down quick. So if we go back to the start of the day, hold on, I didn't really do this one. Not sure if I would have taken that there. It was above the SMA, but still downtrending bands, but it kind of curled up there. So I'm not sure if I would have taken that there. If I had, it would have been a loss. So I'll mark it as a loss. So it's gonna be a loss. Pretty sure if it stopped, yeah, it'll stop me out there. So let's just count off the wins and losses since the start of the day. You can see I've been charting out as I've been going. No, I didn't chart this one. I'm not sure why I didn't chart that one. That's the one I actually took and won on last night, big. So since the start of the day, not counting this weird one, even though this would have worked, but I wouldn't have taken that. 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins. Wouldn't have taken this, although I think it would have worked. 1 loss, 6 wins, 7, 7 and 2, 7 and 3, 8, 3, 9, 3, 9, 4, 10, 4, 11, 4, 12, 4, 13, 4, 14, 4, 14, 5, 15, 5, 16, 5, 17, 5, 18, 5, 19, 5, 19, 5, going by for 15 and 10, and then 1 and 0 for 30 by 15. That's a pretty good win rate. Let's say, even if I would have taken, let's say, 5 more that weren't right, that in the heat of the moment I misread the chart, that'd still be 19 and 10. How was your weekend, Chris? I know how Matt's was. He made ribs that he didn't share, except for by picture, which just made me want them. Long bleed out on copper. from where that signal fired to now, that's $1,000. Gave multiple little signals along the way. Interesting. Oh, it just look at that candle down. Wow, that's a $250 candle down. Could have got in at multiple positions here. Any one of these short signals would have worked. Except maybe that one. Yeah, that one would have worked too. Just barely, but it would have. Down, let's check this is our 5-minute chart. So another beautiful signal there. Let's check the higher time frames. Beautiful signals there in the higher. Wow, look at that. 3 beautiful signals on the higher time frame that would have been mega profit. 30-minute chart. Just sent a short signal 1 candle ago. That would be nice to catch, considering this one's come down 44 ticks, over $500. And the hourly time frame, sending as a short signal now. That last long signal would have been good for 250. Kind of has bounced off that above of, it was already downtrending, bounced off the SMA. I mean, not really bounced off, it got above and right back below. Breakfast is done. Ace is going to be upset. He missed me eating my eggs and taking my supplements. Seems to be the highlight of his morning, besides getting his 2 points. Now we're ready to rock and roll. And Q kind of leveling out here over to the SMA line. Low of that move was 170, so not quite the low of the day. We shall see whether or not it continues down. Let's check out gold. Why am I talking like a radio disc jockey? Do radio disc jockeys even exist anymore? That's a good question. See this move here on gold, starting here, would have been absolutely beautiful. 2 points by 1. Easily would have gotten. Would not have taken that pullback there. What are we wowing, Stephen? Gold? Or me talking like a DJ? That's just weird. See, That's a beautiful move up on gold, and it gets real choppy here. So let's chart that out, that choppiness. Actually, we might as well start back here. We're about 4 minutes to the top of the hour, so let's see how quickly we can get some charting done. We'll start here because this is an obvious reversal. Oh. Yep, Matt's been working on writing some strategies based on my inputs with Supertrend. Trying to get some stuff maybe automated for NinjaTrader, but still fine-tuning it. I need to look and see why mine did not fire when his did. Oh. See, gold here would have been pretty easy to trade as well, it's looking like. And obviously, I mean, looking back on the charts, it's a lot easier to trade when you're looking at what already happened. This would have been an interest. This is, I have no idea what happened here, what caused this weirdness. I wouldn't have taken that long. When they stretch from SMA to band like that, it's scary. Although it would have gone 1.2 points up before this crash down. But I would have waited for next entry. Driven here. You see, this is just I mean, it's just beautiful uptrend throughout the night. When it's trending like that, you can just ignore the short signals. There is little pullbacks until you start seeing that SMA just kind of go flat. Now here's where it starts getting a little iffy. You see the bands are kind of tightening compared, but would not have taken that short there. Then another long here. Let's see. Eventually it runs out, obviously. And this is where it might get trouble. Not yet. It never really gets to the 2 points here. Gets about 1.8. Actually, it got 1.9 right there. So, you know, this would have been something that would have stopped me at break even. Let's just let it roll. Yeah. And you see how at this point, the SMA line starts heading down. So honestly, I would have got out of this trade right here on this short signal because we have a downtrending SMA, and it looks looking like it wants to reverse at this point. And I would have ended up getting stopped out. But 1 point. Now another thing I've noticed and I want to get better at or start using more or once I have more of a cushion. You know, this would not have gotten stopped out if I used the high of this move, which was up here. That would have required not much more risk, honestly. About 1.5 instead of 1 would not have gotten stopped out and would have continued on. Looks like gold's going wild actually right now. Okay, there's the top of the hour. Gold just shot up and came back down. Let's look at what Nasdaq's doing. Nasdaq didn't care about the top of the hour. Nasdaq don't care. And Q, there we go. Now it cares. Long signal there. Eh. Don't like that there though. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Gold sending a short there. Well, welcome to the early crowd here on Monday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. 7's my time. Starting the morning up 115 on the TCP, 321 on the Gauntlet. Hoping to continue that momentum this morning. Gold came down there, popped back up, and now sent another long signal. Should have probably taken that. Yep, I definitely should have taken that. Hello, Mr. Higgles. Crude oil. That's the oh wow. So see how beautiful these short signals would have been in crude. Last hour and a half could have made $2,000 on crude, but a pop up here by 41 ticks to the SMA line. Probably popping back down from there. Long signal firing on copper. Still in a very strong downtrending SMA line there. We can kind of squeeze in here on NQ. Bands are only 11 points apart. So the market's probably taking a breath. Gold, though, is not taking a breath. It wants to continue heading up. Copper. I should have grabbed that. Maybe should have grabbed that long. It's a weird spot for it though, so I'm not upset by it. Russell. Waiting for our opportunities to jump a little higher. Up NQ, looking like it wants to head down further. Not sending me any fresh signals, unfortunately. It's kind of making me decide myself. How dare it make me actually think? It's already below the low of this move, or it's right at the low of this move. And it just broke it. The low of the day, I think it says 155. I probably should have taken this here. Strategy might be smarter than I am. Mine definitely did not, so I need to. I'm going to switch over to Sim and see what's up with my strategy. Strategy seems to be very smart. It's a 10-point candle down. I should have taken that. Let me see what the heck is going on with my strategies here. Oh, well that might explain it. I don't have mine set to start until 7:30 my time. That would make sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Give me a second here. I'm going to adjust my strategy settings. I'll keep what Matt has for now, just so to see if we line up, and then I'll switch it to something different than Matt so we can kind of compare. Okay, let's see if that works now. Yep, I just changed mine to that as well. So, and as you can see, that strategy is doing very well there. As it's into the money by 20 points, and I would be into the money by 20 points too if I'd taken that short there. Now, what was I looking for there? Why do I think I should have taken that without a signal? Whenever you see it squeeze like this, remember I said it was kind of squeezing. This candle kind of made it start expanding again. It broke down below the SMA line, and it was nearing that low of the move. So right here, been great candle to get in on. And you see, even if I waited, and got in here, it's gone 15 points so far. Although it is now down into the Bollingers of the RSI. So we have to watch that. Actually, it set a new low of the day. I didn't even realize that. It hit a low of the day there, 14,147. As gold continues to go up. Yeah, look at that. That's a beautiful move down. It hit the 100-tick target, right? what's interesting is, Matt, you know, neither of my short. I was already in a short, so it did not re-send me a short signal on that on here on either 2.2 or 1.6. So it's interesting that it fired on 1.6 on on NT's version of Super Trend. I would have loved that signal to confirm my thoughts that it was going to continue short. Matt's a brilliant man. UltraBond popped up there and immediately rejected down by 9 ticks. Copper's kind of consolidating here. We see a little bit of a pop-up back up here on NQ. Excellent job, Steven. So, how close are you total weight? When you say you're done, do you mean you've reached, where are you at with it? Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, see, that is such a stupid rule in my opinion, the more I think about it. Honestly, the minimum trade days rule and the consistency rule are redundant. If you reach your profit target early, it doesn't show anything about your skill to open and close a trade for the 8 straight days. If you're gonna have a consistency rule, then there's no reason to have the minimum trade rule. But that is an excellent job, Steven, and congratulations. So V8 consolidating now. Again, 5 straight very small green candles. I wish I had time to chart out everything I trade. Right now I'm feeling really confident in Q, but I'm hesitating on other products because I didn't have time to chart it out like I did in Q. So I'm kind of pigeonholing myself to NQ, which is what a lot of people say I should do, but I don't like that because right now NQ is kind of boring-ish. It's not doing anything. So I should have taken this move on gold, but I'm feeling like so confident with NQ right now that I'm kind of ignoring everything else. This is that little crawl back toward the SMA line. Since it's low, has curled back up 10 points. So now we kind of wait. Eventually. So mark that out. See if whether or not taking that long signal there on copper would have gotten the 20 ticks. Copper's another one I struggle with in deciding a right profit target. Obviously, the profit target here would have been fine, but I've gone between 15 ticks, 16 ticks, and 20 ticks as a profit target, and between 10 and 8 for at a 12 for a stop loss. You can see here all night long the 20 ticks would have worked with the 10 tick stop. And you can see it's made some beautiful moves upwards. See, in the evening though, copper's ugly. Look how ugly that is. That is just ugliness. Anything that's sending rapid fire signals like that, it just isn't conducive. Although, I mean, honestly, I was charting it last night. You see here on this way down. So let's see. Let's chart it because there's nothing else going on right now. All you people that ask me what my strategies are, let's see how I run this super trend. So look at this. This started off here, which was at, wow, this is still when I was streaming last night. So about 9:30 my time. And we would have went looking for 20 ticks. Wow. Hey, look at that. It would have been a winner. It would have taken would have taken 3.5 hours. Look at that. 3.5 hours to move 20 ticks. But it would have won. And almost never was in heat. I probably would not have taken that short signal there. Because we're still uptrending. And I wanted to see it get a, especially after this long struggle here, I wanted to see it get it back above there. So this has been the short signal I would have took. Because at that point the move was starting to the SMA was starting to downtrend. This is actually starting to get interesting too. Boop. Oh, it's interesting is that runs into another short signal. And you can see that short signal would have been excellent, but it was down into that band. So I would not have re-entered there. So I would have missed that move, even though it would have worked. Now, this is interesting. The trend had ended, and we're kind of sideways. I can't say I would or would not have taken that long signal there. it would have worked. I can see it already. I think. Yeah. Right there. But honestly, I probably would have stayed out of it and then taken this long right here, which, so either way it would have been a winner. A winner. And then this would have been a winner. Well, I mean, obviously a trailing stop would have been nice there because that one whole candle would have been enough to be a winner. And then I would not have taken that short. Because it was uptrending, I probably would have taken this long. I'm not going to count it, but I'm just testing it. Yeah, that would have worked too, but I probably wouldn't have taken it just because of the weird. It was slightly downtrending, even though the overall trend was uptrending. That would be another win, but I'm not going to count it. I try to be very honest when I'm doing this, or very conservative, because I don't want to give myself false results. Let's check what NQ's doing, then we'll count up copper overnight. NQ continuing to come down. So NQ just in a big bleed out here. Consolidated, didn't even make it up to the SMA line, and then dropped again. Hit up to 155. It's already down to 136, and continuing to fall. If you look at this, let's look at an hourly chart on NQ, and you can see here. It's how scared the market's gotten. This is where the Fed speaker talked about interest rates and raising them and maybe more than 50 basis points and all this other stuff. And this was on the 5th. You can see it's come down, tried to pop back up here. This was the FOMC meeting minutes, I think. No, this was the FOMC meeting minutes. So it tried to pop back up here. We kind of got straight. Then Friday, it just fell like a rock, popped, but it's still coming down. Since this right here, it has fallen now over 1,000 points. Excuse me. YM. It's YM saying. YMCA. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's hitting that bottom band. Okay, let's go count up copper. My goal one day, by the way, is to go in with 2 or 3 NQ contracts, take my profit on one, and just let this other one kind of go. And if I had there, it's gone 80 points. So let's count out copper. Win, win, win. Would have been a win, but I didn't count it. Win. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's that long one. 7, 8, 9. Loss. 9 and 1. 10, 11, 12. 12 and 1 since the open. Trying to see if there's anyone that I would have taken that or is obvious that I might have messed up on. None of these long signals I would have. Let's say I would have accidentally taken that one. So 12 and 1 is what I get. And let's just, I mean, even if and that's at a 2-to-1 reward to risk. So let's just say if I had taken 5 wrong signals, it would still be 12 and 6 at a 2-to-1 reward to risk. That's BTC still bleeding out. Dropped below 41,000 a bit earlier. It kind of mirrors NQ anymore. Crude oil. Probably the next one I should do. Short signal here. Now leave 8. Waiting for our first trade. Problem is, if something trends downward, I never know where to get in. Because, you know, like I say, I got in here, and I know I've only gotten a few points, and reverse, and I'll be cursing at the screen. And, well, nobody has time for that. This short signal here on UltraBond would have been excellent as well. It's almost going down a full point. So far only Matt and Steven are talking. Says there's 17 of you here. Say hi. Hi. Tell me how your weekend was. Tell me what you're trading. Tell me where you are at in your trader journey. Tell me if you're a Major League Baseball fan and enjoyed opening weekend. Short signal firing on copper. Hi, Skogs. Tell me if you like crickets. Yep. They hate me. They don't want to talk to me. Why? Why? And Q trying to send a long signal. Interesting spot for it. We have come up, down, up. Although not exactly the pattern I look for there. I know that. Yes, I knew what you meant, Skogs. I was just joking around. How's the trading going, Skogs? So, see, we're continuing to head down here on copper. That short signal on the 60-minute chart would have been good. Still need me a second one. I still need to chart out this, see how often these are right. I still don't feel confident in them, even though you can see that they usually end up being right. I mean, like this one ended up not being right, but that first one would have been. Yeah, I kind of talking to myself. Okay, so we got a long signal here. I don't know. I'm not sure about this button or sound, whatever. You like my sound effects, huh? Sure, you get it back up. That sounded bad. Um, NQ here did fire, and I should have taken it. Now, tell me why I'm still doubting the signals. If this pulls back, then maybe that's why. Gold popped up big there. Over 2 points, hit the band and just crashed back down. Yeah, I am gonna let this one go. We are still the band is. I mean, the SMA line is still slightly downtrending. So we're gonna kind of see what this does. This could be just a. I always hesitate to call it a pullback when it's coming down and comes back up a little bit, but that's essentially what it is. And the bands are still slightly downtrending too, but it is trying to convince me hard that it wants to go up. High of this pullback here was 158. We're 4 points below that. We're gonna watch it. Let's let it go. Maybe it's a mistake, but when I was charting out this weekend, obviously I wouldn't have over scrutinized this. I would have either just I would have taken it, or charted it off. So let's just chart it off, see what it does, see if I need you to be more, not blindly taking, but just be less hesitant. So we'll see if this goes 30 points. The 15-point stop. Let's see what it does. See if I was an idiot for not taking it. Oh, look, I've never been an idiot before. Oh, look at that. Nice move back down. Maybe I wasn't an idiot. All you guys called me an idiot. See, I wasn't an idiot. At least not yet. Or I could just bounce off the SMA line and just totally blow up. Now here, this long signal here on gold, that was where I was the idiot, because it's going up $500, 5 points. So that last long chart copper trade would have been bad if I had taken it. And this was an iffy spot to take it. Normally I wouldn't take that, but it was so far away from the bands at that point that I thought it might come down and curl up, and it did a little bit, but never got momentum up. Came back down, and honestly I would have killed it at right here, so probably would have been a break even, and then jumped on that short. This short has, now that would have been a winner. Probably needs to go a couple more ticks to be an actual winner, because it probably would have had some slippage getting in, but ooh, look at that strong candle up. That's a 3-point candle there. Actually went almost 5 points with the wick. Up. We're actually trying to get another short here on NQ. Needs to break down that through that SMA line first, though. But short's been the order of the day. Kind of like a short order. Below move, earlier move, which is the low of the day, was 128. We're at 141 right now. So this is an interesting spot for a short signal if it can hold. But it didn't hold. It bounced. Maybe now it's going to try to tell me I was wrong for not taking the long signal. Gold pulling back. Ooh, big pull back there after that big move up. It kind of bounced on that SMA line, so let's see what happens. UltraBond heading up nicely as well. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's quiet right now. We're about 47 minutes to the cash open. Gold sending me the second short signal. Both are still above that SMA line. If I had taken that one there, though, I'd already be over a point of profit. So this is what I need to get better at, is just trusting these signals. I think I'm weeding out too many. Just like I did not trust this long signal here. And so far it's up 8 points from that start. It looks like it does want to curl up. And honestly, once I saw it do this, it came down and just rode the SMA line here. Then it tried to come down below and it failed. I should have got in on this candle, which would have only been 2 points above the original entry. Hey Frankie. Yep, I had a decent weekend. I basically studied charts all weekend. Yep, I should have taken that long signal. I charted out NQ for the entire week based on my entry points. I want to thank everyone for joining me as we're about 45 minutes from the bell this early Monday morning. Remember, if you're here from YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that as well. Crude oil sending us a signal here. Ooh, big move up on crude. 30 ticks. So the problem with crude here is you can see that when it sends a signal, it often does a pullback right after. I would have needed a 30 ticks or 25 ticks stop there. It didn't give me that. It only gave me 25 ticks on that move down. This would have been the better signal based on reward to risk, but still would not have given me a lot. Gold again. CNQ is still marching up. I should have taken this long. I doubted it, but it's gone. I mean, it just wick up. It came very close to the profit target, and it's still heading up now. Financial juice. Let me look at that. I really didn't look at news this morning. I'm not seeing anything though. Oh. Uh. 9:30. Three different Fed speakers are speaking. Bostic, Waller, and Bowman. Right at the open. Yep. Tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern, we have a bunch of stuff coming out. CPI month over month, year over year, core CPI, and Red Book. Isn't Red Book a woman's magazine? Uh, and then on Wednesday, we have PPI reports coming out. Thursday, of course, is jobless claims, as well as import prices. And Friday, nothing big. Oh, industrial production month over month. Oh, wait, Friday. Oh, right. We're closed anyway on Friday, so the Friday doesn't matter. And remember, guys, the market's closed this Friday, so I guess there won't be a stream because it'd be kind of weird for me to stream nothing. Y'all are so quiet. You gotta wake up. It's Monday morning. So, let's look at this signal on gold. By taking this one here, this will be totally against my trading plan. I admit that. But, make sure I have the right price here. I do. You can see here if I would wanted 2 points off of it, it would have gave me 2 points. With a 1 point stop loss. That's just saying, now it's popping back up above the SMA line, but quick move back down. Gold's a little volatile at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I like trading, so not having it on the weekend. Although you do need a break from it, mental. So interestingly enough, here on NQ, it double topped basically at 74, 70, 73 on that one, 74 on that one, 74 on that one. Did not get above, did not get to the 30 points I'll be looking for. Heading back down to the SMA line. Oh yeah. Terry, good question. Well, not yet. I have it half done. I've been working on it for about a month, but I did not do anything over the last couple of weekends. But you know what? We have a long weekend this weekend. Because of it being Easter weekend, I'm going to try and get that video done about my strategy and my setups, my indicators, and all that. Because it's something that people have asked for. And I just haven't gotten it done yet. Because I just ran out of time to do everything. But I will try and get that done this weekend and hopefully uploaded. Thank you for the question, Terry. And if you have any questions about anything you're seeing right now, I'll be happy to answer them until I get that video up. You're welcome. Thank you. Kind of came down to the SMA line. Didn't really touch it, but trying to head back up now. Gold tried to pop back up there and reject it down back below the SMA line, looking like it wants to trend downward. And Q just rejected down again. That's kind of wishy-washy right now here as we are about 2 minutes before the top of the hour. See, the crude pit will open here in a couple minutes, or not pit. There's no pit anymore, but the desk. UltraBond. Bond's been making some pretty smooth moves as well. Yep, there's another short signal. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot we got a buy signal. Another short signal there on gold. It's right before the top of the hour, so I'll hesitate, wait till the top of the hour hits, because things can go kind of wonky. 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 You have to have said that 3 times now, I don't know why. So we kind of sit and wait now. Everything's kind of taking a breath. It's another line. I'm not sure where I've gotten from, but saying it too often, I think. I judge myself too much. You notice that? So Terry, are you actively trading or trying to get funded, or where are you at in your trading journey? Crude pit opened, popping up here, big. Crude popped up, 42 ticks, still heading up. I gotta study the crude pit open. It seems like it pops one way or the other. I might be able to let you play that. Oh, awesome, Terry. How you doing with it? If I'm being too nosy, just ignore me. That's fine. Everybody else does. I know that feeling, Terry. The up and down feeling like you're moving 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. So we can see the UltraBond made a new low of the day, but popped right back up. Gold made a new high of the day. Copper is kind of settling out. Crude actually made a new low of the day earlier. It's popped back up. And natural gas made a new high of the day. And Q did send us a short signal, but ignoring it, because I would ignore it if I was in this trade. Coming down into these upward trending bands. It did bounce. Let's see if we head back up. Looks like it is trying to come back down again though. It's a little leveling out. The bands have leveled out. The SMA is leveled out. So there they reached that 30 points that I would normally be looking for there. If it sends me a second short signal here, I'm going to probably take that short. Maybe. We are 25 minutes from the bell, so maybe not. Bounce here back up to the SMA line. See, it came up here, came down, tried to come back up, couldn't even get up there, tried once more. It's just a slightly lower high each time. Now it does look like it wants to head down. We'll wait for the second signal confirmation. Because it could just be consolidating here as well. Smaller candles here. It's only a 4-point candle. there it's sending the short. We're going to get a quant tower chart ready. We're going to go only one micro here because I'm unsure about this. Ooh, signal went away right before the close of that chart. We'll switch over to so you can see my chart. I have it ready to go if it fires. Change my stop to 60 ticks instead of 40. There's the signal again. Ready to go. Up, went away again. Came back again. It's wishy-washy here. We're in 1 micro. Let's see how it goes. Yep, coming back and we're right up. That's what I was afraid of. Stop is basically above this last pullback here. A little bit below it, but close enough. It's 15 points, so only risking 30 to try and get about 60. Although I don't have a set profit target on this. I will manage it, and I'll probably close it before the open if it's still open at that point in time. ES, ooh, pop up there. ES did send a short signal as well, though. That makes me feel a little bit better, but see a big almost 5-point candle back up. SMA line is downtrending, and our stop is above that SMA line. Just kind of hanging out here. Bands are curled underneath the price action, which is a little bit concerning. It's kind of pushing them down now. There we go. Coming up to the SMA line. If it breaks through, we're probably in trouble. But it's just hanging right here in this 155 area. Nice move back down. Move, came down, popped back up. See, tight move, tight space between the SMA line and the bands. Means this is probably gonna be a grind down if it comes down in our direction. Popping back up above the SMA line, big move up here. Very close to getting stopped out. Oh, came within a tick of my stop out so far. Trying to send a long signal here, so this might have been a pullback from this move here. It's interesting here, actually. You can see here from here, it never would have actually gotten into heat there on this move from way back here. I still haven't gotten stopped out. I'm not gonna, okay, now I'm stopped out. So it took a loss there. Not gonna take that long signal. We are only 15 minutes from the bell, so we'll just kind of wait. So I misread that. I should have read this as possibly as a pullback on this way up, but we were been downtrending so much that I actually thought this was the pullback and we were going to start heading down more. But so now for the day, we're up 85.50 on the TCP. Took that 30-point loss, or $30 loss. 30-point loss would have been devastating. Gold. Just trying to pop back up. We're going to stay flat now until the open, or after the open. Good morning, Warren. How are you doing? Oh, that's good. Morning, John. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Popping up there on the 15-minute chart, coming up to the SMA line. Ooh, natural gas is just running. I'm up 325 from last night on the gauntlet, and I'm up 85 on the TCP. I've taken one loss this morning on the TCP. Gold sending as a short signal. That's excellent though, John. 722 is awesome. Absolutely agree. So quiet here this morning. 10 minutes to the bell. Hello, Gunk. How you doing? NQ again bounced off that SMA line. Yes, I do occasionally, Gunk. I used to a lot more. Then it started like not liking me for a while. But I'm looking into it more lately again. So Crude here off the oil desk open has rebounded from its coming down. Gone about 40 ticks. A little bit more than that. Oh, ooh, NQ just crashed down. 18, 19 points. All of a sudden, out of the blue. So NQ has gotten a little bit up and down, wishy-washy. I definitely wouldn't take it in the evenings. Evenings are thin. Hey, you know, copper overall. Let's look. You know, volume today, 28K total so far versus something like gold. It's about a quarter of gold's volume. I mean, yeah, you do definitely want to be careful. You know, maybe use limit orders and not market to try and not get hit with the spread. Would I trade it if I had my own account versus a fund, you know, a funded account or whatever? Maybe not. I mean, obviously the big four are the NQES, gold, and crude. Maybe UltraBond as well, but you know, it could definitely provide some good moves. You know, if you look back here, oh, I'm on a daily chart. That's why it's looking confusing. You know, from about 6 a.m., it would have given us three different $250 moves off those signals. So it definitely can be profitable, you know. But yeah, you need to be careful of the slippage. And we are only 3 minutes to the bell. Somebody needs to go wake up Ace. We'll move over to our 5-minute charts on the ES and the NQ. Well, those moves there, um, I was using, I didn't take these, but I chart them out. You know, all these moves, there's only a 10-tick stop off of those signals. 10 ticks would be $125 stop loss. Actually, CME announced that they are releasing a micro copper on May 2nd. I don't know how much um, volume it's going to get, but so I'm assuming the tick value, if they do it like normal, the tick value will be $1.25. We are 15 seconds from the bell. ES is actually sending a short signal here. Big drop down right before the bell. 4 points. There we go. There's the bell. Crude oil also popping. So, lots of things popping here. 9 points up so far on NQ. 5 points on ES. ES leading NQ so far. NQ sending the long signal, but we're obviously holding out. So far, 7 points on ES and 11 points on NQ. Not a very exciting open thus far. Oh, there's a move down on NQ by 20 points. Hey, Ace. Just wondering about you. Down 30 points now. And making a new low of the day, I believe. Yep, making a new low of the day. Hello, RJ. Thank you, RJ. Welcome. Oh, awesome. Any friend of Ace is a friend of mine. So far we're down about 30 points on NQ since the open. ES is basically a doji, a half a point. And we have a spammer from Twitch. $38 points. So I'm sorry, NQ is heading down, continuing its bleed out. Hitting a low of 116 there. ES is unsure of itself. Okay, so let's check, see how everything else is doing. Gold's still sideways. So, interestingly enough, through all the trials and tribulations, if I had entered this trade and stayed in it, it would have got its 30 points right before right at the bell, before heading downward. Hey, so I was kind of surprised you jumped in there right right around the open. Normally you don't do that. Yeah, that's an ugly looking chart there on ES. Very ugly looking. Wow. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Big move there on ES. See, 7 points. Into the Bollingers, though. Let's see if it continues. NQ doing what? Ooh, big move there on NQ as well. So NQ came down here by about 20 points and then rebounded, but now pulling back again. Totally indecisive here. Barcoding in the weirdest way. I can't even call it barcoding. I'm not even sure what you call it right now. What I'm calling it is I'm staying out until it gives me a direction. Gold, big move up here. 4.5. Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at Jace. It's just I never heard you just come right out and say something like that. Ouch! Wow, big move down there. A big 10-point move down there. AQ, made a similar move, but not that dramatic. Wow. Tesla leading the way on this, I think. Tesla hit was up at 9. Yeah, Tesla dropped like $10 a share, which usually causes the ES to drop and the NQ to drop. This is uh this is ugly. I'm staying away until we get some sort. I mean, short looks like the right move, but I mean, off that short signal, it reversed 40 points. Now heading back down. And we're seeing a sell-off now in crude again as well. And kind of maybe leveling out now, but that was a big 51 point candle down on crude. Sorry, yeah, I moved around and I think my fan hit it. Is it better now? That was the most confusing thing you've ever said, Mr. Higgles, and that's saying something. Any better now? Ace. Try to make sure there's no noise. No, yes, you should. Uh, I want to know if there's, I don't listen to myself in the headphones. So I need people to tell me if there's something going on. You definitely should say something because I want the stream to be as high quality as possible. And sometimes I move or I kick the fan and it moves, and I know hearing the blowing air or whatnot can be very annoying. So yes, always please feel free to say something so I know. Vincent used to be the person I put in charge of my quality control, but I have no idea what happened to Vincent. Nice pop up here on the S. NQ as well. So now, do I want this long signal on NQ? That's the good question. Apparently not, because it reversed. Maybe so, because it's coming back. 5 seconds to go. Gotta love it. It's very bouncy. We're filled regular NQ on the Gauntlet account. Probably a mistake. Yep, it's gonna stop me. Okay, just took away my profit on the Gauntlet, unfortunately, for the day. That quick. Went from being up 321 to now being up 17. That sucked. I was unsure about it and I should have waited. It's looking like it wants to try again. We'll try it again. Because I'm stupid. Oh! There we go. Nope. Too bouncy. Maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful move up. Come on, continue. And then the band, so maybe I should. Ooh. Very bouncy. Okay, it stopped that trailing stop. So a win after a loss. We're back up to 155. 143 after commission. So that was a good win, but I gave back more than half. So two really quick trades. Still down from my high. Should have took it off the table when it was up 400. But that's okay. That was a quick winner. Good job, Ace. It's definitely jumpy here. Did send that second buy signal, which makes me want to kind of grab it here. Again. And I should have. It's just so jumpy right now. So I'll stay out for now. See when the next opportunity arises. Gold dropping here. Gotta drop it like it's hot. And I missed it too late. Already down a point. That would have been a good trade. Gotta be on your toes. So if I could have used a bigger stop there, you know, 61, it pulled back to 40. So, and then bounced. Obviously, you know, it's already gone up 30 points from there. That would have been my profit target if I could have used a bigger stop. Excellent job, Matt. You got quiet, Matt. I was wondering what happened to you. You off. Oops, sorry about that. So that'd been an excellent short signal to grab. Yeah, I should have, you know, I should have taken this long here again. Unfortunately, those wicks down were knocking me coming close to knocking me out. So you can see how this would have been a great trade here. Off this long right here. Let's see if it goes 30. Oh, it's already gone 30. See, it's already gone 30. This was a $600 trade. This one here, getting in here, would have needed a 21-point stop. I hope one day I'm comfortable with a 21-point stop. Good luck, ace. So let's see if I'm probably late on that good luck. Looks like you already got your 2 points. So we're all rapid firing trades here. I don't usually rapid fire back to back like I just did. Looking at it, look at my thingy here. Ninja Trader, there we are. So yeah, I was in a trade. That first one stopped me out in 19 seconds, and then I was in that second one for 41 seconds. And all of that occurred within 2 minutes. Great job, Ace. And it looks like up is the way it might go now. Still a ways to go before it gets up to even the SMA line on the hourly chart, which is about 258. Maybe not consolidating here and coming back down. But still kind of wishy-washy. So, well, it's been pretty easy to trade overnight and even this morning, even last night. This open has not been easy at all to trade. Definitely ace. I always hate having to go into the ER and have to have it reattached. You see, gold definitely came down here off that short signal. I should have grabbed it, but it had been consolidating, so I was kind of hesitating. But down about 6 points. Another bounce off the SMA line there for NQ. Looking like it wants to head back up again. See, we consolidated in this 183, 189 area. Are you profitable for the day, Ace, overall? At this point, yeah. I mean, since you don't trade really later in the day, this market right now is very up and down. I'm still surprised I took the trades I took. Bring some back for everybody. And now we look like we want to head down again. So waiting for an opening here. Yep, short signal. Is it trustworthy? That's the question. That is the question we have to ask ourselves. It went away. Away, away. Why do you stay? There it is again. Popped up. How's everyone else doing out there? That looks like a short signal ready to fire. Oh, oh, bounce again. So this is why I don't try and guess. Approaching 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Probably stream for about another hour. See if we get any more opportunities. Interesting how the Russell looks so much more smoother than the other two. It's gone up 10 points rather smoothly with this one pullback. Indecisive at the moment. still trying to flirt with that short signal there. We do have uptrending bands. The band is 20 points away. Yep. Big move down there because I got with a nice move to catch. So I should have taken that short. See how far it goes. 16 points so far. And just right now, this is a weird, rangy type of situation, and I'm just not confident enough to jump in here. And there's the bounce I was kind of expecting. So it went about 16 points down. Now bounced back up by 20. Well, I wasn't confident about it. Now I could have went for 15 points quick. Big 33-point candle here. Right back up above the SMA line. And then there's another one, 21 points. So over 50 points back up in the last about a minute and a half. Off that bounce off that line. Recent highs of this move was about 97. We just hit 87 and pulled back down to 75. Very bouncy right now. And back to red. Back to green. So indecisive. Did send a long signal there, but wick was bigger than the actual candle, so not sure I want to trust that. You see there, back down by 13 points. That would have been enough to stop me out. So over 20 points back down through the SMA line. Totally undecisive, indecisive, whatever decisive word you want there. Nothing else is firing signals right now either. And we're about ready to hit a short signal again. Wow, it cannot decide. Here's the signal on this new candle. Low of the move over here was 122. Low of the day, 0.99. It's already a 16-point candle down. Got the double short. I have my finger on the trigger. Nope, went away. Still my finger on the trigger. Don't like that candle though. Wick bigger than the body. We're filled on NQ. Ah, bounced. Stopped out. That quick. Then we're down for the day. Damn it. So being up from 155. Well, we were up 155. Now we're down 165. Big 25-point candle up. I should have stayed out until we had a direction. It didn't break this 122 from earlier. Well, it did. But bands are curled underneath it. We're pretty much sideways here, so it needs to pick a direction. Gold pretty much just sold off since the open, down over 10 points. Watching it. I look at the Russell. I mean, the Russell's been smooth. I should have just taken a The Russell's gone up 18 points. That's $900 straight up almost. While the ES and the NQs have just been hemming and hawing. And back down. Totally sideways here. You don't see this often as we approach, after 10 o'clock. Usually it's picked a direction by now, which is why I've tried those trades and why I'm now sitting down for the day. You see, it came down, zip, I still think the direction's down. We're just kind of sitting here and waiting, trying to figure out a direction for the market. Gold settled out a little bit. UltraBond is sideways as well. S&P heading up a little bit. Crude oil been heading up as well. That's been a good long signal there. Upset about this missed opportunity in the Russell. Look at this weird pattern on the on uh, heating oil. No, I'm sorry, natural gas. Long's what, anteater maybe? Yeah, this has been hard to trade. I mean, I gave back my gains unfortunately on the gauntlet. Stayed out on the TCP because this has just been really hard to trade. As easy as like the overnight was and even the evening was. Why are we ducking, Matt? Matt, has the strategy taken any other trades? Up again. See here, I'm thinking it went short. It's looking short. I'm American. Okay, taking a chance here. Going short on NQ. Did it just as the signal fired. Oh man, are you kidding me? Come on. Wow, I thought for sure that was the place, but I guess not. I gotta stay out. Now I'm down $400. 455 on the day. Man, everything was going well. That was me thinking I was smarter than the market, smarter than the signals. Too overconfident. It didn't break multiple times. Why did I think it was going to break there? Because I had a bias thinking it was going to go short when it hasn't shown that. Frustrated with myself there. Wow. Yeah, I was 100% wrong. Now there's a big move up. Big move up. 17 points. High of this move over here so far has been 197. Yeah, Gunk, that would not be a winning strategy. The Russells of the indices has been the winner today. Just kind of straight up. YM has been in range. Russell did not range. And there's NASDAQ back down. Firing a short signal again. Fourth time's the charm. Oh, big move down. So it's broken those resistance points. 99 is the next support area. Last try on NQ because I'm going backwards too much. We're filled. Bounces as soon as I fill, I swear. Struggling at 107. Man. See if I can break through. Try it again at 107. I got in, even though I jumped in right when I thought I wanted to. Ooh, crap. I got in 4 points late. No, 6 points late. That didn't help. Ooh, sellers knocked that green down, but can it continue? Not liking the looks of this stair step. My entry point is acting as support. There we go. And it break through 199 is the low of the day. Nope, crap, bounced. Big bounce. I should have taken $100 or so profit. There's my entry acting as support again. Another bounce. Ah, coming back up for me. Oh, there we go, back down. Oh, didn't like that. But pushed right back down. Not liking the looks of that. So far, every push up is getting pushed back down, but it's definitely making me sweat. Question is, how many times do I give it a chance to break before I cut it, saying it's not going to break. There we go. Ah, it's going to pull all the way back. Did break through the low of the day. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Just went 30. My trailing stop is real close. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, yes. There we go. That's the trade I was waiting for. I knew it was going to go down. Boom. Much better. So we're now up to 222 on the day, which is sad that was like a $700 trade, and I had to come back from the losses. So we went 24, 34, 35 points. So it's a $700 trade, which puts us up 222 after commission. So this is my stupidity. Let me hit the winner button here first. Yeah, I'm happy with that trade. What am I unhappy about? That I didn't wait on the signal. Earlier I tried to get in on a short here and it stopped me out. If I just waited on the signal, I wouldn't have taken that last $300 stop out, and I would be up much more today. Hello, and I have no idea how to pronounce that name. So hello. So yes, very happy with that trade. Just very unhappy that I tried to get in before that signal fired. I just spent all weekend playing the signals, mapping out the signals, and then I didn't listen to my own trading plan. So next time you see me talking about jumping in where there's no signal, yell at me. So let's mark that off. All this ugliness around the open finally broke down. Now, we did see this from here. From this candle here, we saw this starting to downtrend. Now, it didn't send us a short signal to here. And obviously that one didn't work. And then we got the second short signal here, and that one worked. mark that one off. If I would have got in when I should have, could have got up to 50 out of that, but we're happy with what we got. And there's the bounce right back up. Oh, I shouldn't say right back up, but it's up back up 30 points. New low of the day is 14,062. Yes, that range. I mean, I liked that it finally broke out of the range, but I don't know if it's going to go back into the range. We'll finally reach the top, it looks like. So, I mean, Russell reached the top as soon as about when we got the short signal on the NASDAQ. The Russell coming up, that was a beautiful move up. None of that ranging we saw in everything else. And now he's getting a long signal, and I'm not necessarily comfortable with this long signal here. So a long signal there on the NASDAQ. Are we waiting? Or am I waiting? Yes, I'm not taking that. I am almost thinking about taking that copper. Short signal went away on copper. There's that short signal again on copper. Right back up though. And Q bounced off the SMA line. I'm watching copper right now. Okay. Copper doesn't want to. So NQ actually sent us another short signal. And I'm hesitant. All my backtesting says I shouldn't be hesitant. But I am. We got down to 62. We're at. It fired at 79. It's already come down now to 70. So let's see if my hesitation costs me here. It's a grind. It's small candles. Yep, I should have taken it. I noticed I get a little bit skittish after a win. Like, I don't expect to win twice in a row. Let's watch this. This has already come down 16 points. Look at gold. Gold has just died. Definitely a range. So it's weird how easy things moved all night, evening, and overnight, and how much range bound things have been today. Or should I say this morning? I guess it's home on the range. Sorry. Yep, this is gonna prove me that I should have taken this signal. We had a nice bounce off that SMA right here. Honestly, the best candle to get in on would have been this one right here. Once it came up and we saw that it bounced, it could not sustain above that SMA line. Yeah, the SMA line was still downtrending. Excuse me, I keep burping because I just drank soda. Um, wouldn't even need to wait for the signal. This has been a good candle to get in. This way we candle. Even waiting for the signal now. This has gone 30 points. This has taken, this has been a 30-point move. Actually, it's probably a bit off. Hold on, 14,079. Let me make sure I said the right price. Oh, I don't. Sometimes it's hard to get that precise, but it's still gone 30 points. So this has been an easy 30-point winner, and a lot more. Look, it's still going now. And I didn't take it, but it was an obvious move. It really was. I just got a little bit skittish. But when you look at that backwards, this was obvious. So I basically kind of threw away $600 there or more because it's still going, but that's okay. Or I could have took a TCP trade, which I need to start getting TCP back to start taking more trades in it as well, since that's the actual funded account. Give me a moment here. I'm trying to check something here. Aha. So still heading down here. So the market finally picked a direction, and it's down. Off this signal here, it's already going down 37 points. Math. Crude popping up. About 15 minutes to the end of the stream unless something exciting happens. Big move up there on crude, 22 ticks. Keep accidentally closing down my one window. There we go. Remember folks, if you wouldn't mind, I would love if you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed, I would love that as well. Oop, another nice move there up on crude. We just hit 460 subscribers, so I thank you for that. Ooh, crude just exploded. Up 50 ticks. Wow. Do we have news? Keep. No major news popping. Coming down. Still coming down. It just hit 34.50. You're all real quiet today. Copper's heading up. By the way, if I had taken that short signal on copper, I would have been bad. Did not work out. So luckily I did not take it. And it's heading back up. Big move up there. Nasdaq's kind of popping back up, giving back that last big red candle. Just a few minutes to go here on the stream. That's been a brilliant, brilliant move there on the grab on crude. I gotta take some time to try and find some time to chart out crude, see how it does. See if there's a magic bullet for it. That and gold. Steven, remember, if you're not comfortable trading, if a market's not giving you what you feel comfortable doing, you know, walking away and trading another time is a good option. Definitely don't want you taking trades that you're not comfortable with and you end up getting hurt. UltraBond. Short signal on the UltraBond. Long trying to fire for me here. There's a long signal, but coming into an downtrending SMA line, so this is one I would not take. See if it bounces here again. It is starting to get smaller between the SMA line and the, oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. And the bands, it's trying here. Lost myself here. Doing a bunch of things behind the scenes. We fired a long signal here, but I'm not taking it. Downward trending bands. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I mean, this was a nice downtrend, but before that, this was ugly, and this is why I'm only up a couple hundred instead of. How bad, Steven? And wait, on what account? I know you said you hit your goal on TCP. Okay. Ouch. You'll get it back. Just remember, if it doesn't feel comfortable, you know, stay out for now. Clear your mind. See this pullback here? Ooh, Crude is sending signals on the higher time frames. Let me check those out. Yeah, wow, it's up 135 ticks on this candle, hitting that upper band on the Bollinger on the 5 minute there. Let's see. Oops. No, I'm right. It was on the 15 minute. And on the 30 minute, I'm not sure what. Oh, it must have been giving me a long signal on the 30 minute. So conflicting signals. It's always fun. See here, this would have been a great reversal play there. Darn, I'm sad I missed that. That would have been a great reversal play. Since that that band breakdown there, that's an A plus setup. And since then, it's gone up 2.5 points. So NQ did come down, back down, and now it's trying to head back up. We still have these strong downward trending bands, and the bands are very tight. And not as tight as they look, honestly. About 30 points, so they look tighter. And see, so this looks like it could have been a pullback. If we blow the chart, you can see how close it came to that upper Bollinger. Now it's sending me a short signal. And I'm not sure I want to trust that either. This could be an up, down, up move. And you see how it quickly spiked up. So, I think we're going to call it here, though. We have reached 11 o'clock. I think we're kind of ranging here now, and we're tightening. I'm right now in green on both accounts. I'm not sure I want to what's the word I'm looking for? Risk that. I think I'm just going to stay here and stay green. Although this big move up here has caught my attention. 14 points up. Needs to get it back above the 67. We need to see that second long signal fire. It's wishy-washy here. So that's where we're going to wrap it for the day. Remember, I'm back on ShareVision tonight, 7:45 Eastern. Hope you all join me there. Participation since I went to the new schedule has kind of gone down on ShareVision, so I'll just see a few more faces there if you have time to join me. And then, of course, back tomorrow morning, YouTube, 7:30 Eastern, just as this short signal fires. Yeah, let's see if he gets back. I'm going to see. Ooh. Yeah, it's tempting me. Let's see, it's still wishy-washy. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to end it for today. Have yourselves a great day. Glad you did, RJ. Hope to see you regularly every morning here, and if you ever trade in the evenings, I trade then too over on Share Version. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you either tonight or tomorrow morning. Thanks again. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'll love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on ShareVision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r ox market trading. Have a great day.